Friends, hello everyone. Narrator is here. We continue the section of film retellings, and today we have the film That's My Boy, the story of how a school teacher seduced her student and then became pregnant from him. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press likes. Enjoy watching. The film begins with three friends talking in high school. The main character, Donnie Berger, boasts to them of tickets to a concert and, to impress, invites his teacher and hints at adult things to her. What he gets punished for, staying after school. In the classroom where he is supposed to serve his sentence, Miss McJerickle, his teacher, begins to seduce him and they close together in the storeroom. Further, they begin an affair between a teacher and a student until all the spectators in the school auditorium see it. There is now a stain of shame on her, and the student Donnie is the hero of the school in the eyes of the students. For sexual intercourse with a minor, Miss McJerickle gets 30 years in a women's prison, and when Donnie turns 18, he will receive a child under his care. Because of this, he becomes super popular in the country. He has a lot of talk shows and advertising contracts, but when the popularity goes away, he becomes useless, and we are shown him today with a tax debt of $43,000 and he must pay this amount by the end of the week, otherwise he will go to jail for 3 years. His friend offers to bet $20 on the fat man in the hope that he will win and Donnie will win a lot of money and finally pay off his tax debt. Or there is another option, ask your son, who was born by his former teacher. But when Han Solo, this is his name given by Donnie, turned 18 years old, he left his father and changed his name to Todd. At the strip club where Donnie sits, he learns from the newspaper that his son has lost weight and is getting married this weekend, and we are shown him with his fiancée at his boss's house, where they plan to spend the coming days. Chad, the brother of the bride, also comes there and they get to know each other. Donnie tries to find money and goes to his former producer, who offers to film a joint show with his son and is ready to give $50,000 for it, and he has to agree. He finds the address where his son now lives, but Todd is ashamed of him and does not want everyone to know that he is his real father and introduces him as his friend. He introduces him to his fiancée and her family. And in private, he expresses all the bad things that he has accumulated over his entire childhood. Then we are shown all of them in the backyard, where Donnie is recognized by everyone as the one who slept with his teacher when he was a teenager, and a witness from the groom's side offers to replace him at the wedding. Donnie agrees, gives a short speech to everyone and offers to play baseball, and everyone agrees. They play and everyone succeeds, except Todd, because he does not like sports after he has lost weight. That evening, Donnie and Todd are fooling around together, and Chad, the bride's brother, thought they were fighting and decided with them too, but when Todd lost, Donnie knocked out the bride's brother with a bottle. And on the same evening, he decided to masturbate to the mother of the boss Todd, and she finds out about it in the morning, but is not embarrassed. They all go to the church together, where Todd tells the Holy Father that his mouth stinks, to which he challenges him to a fight, and when Todd lost, Donnie knocked out his opponent with a bottle of beer. And they have to organize an outdoor ceremony by the sea in order to carry out a marriage painting there. From there they go to the bachelor party, but it turns out that everything just saved the salon, and Donnie starts to freak out because of this, and they all go to a strip club together and have a blast. When all of Todd's friends and his boss have left, Donnie takes him and pierces his ear and puts in an earring that Miss McJerickle gave him when he was a teenager. Then they go together to Donnie's youth friend Vanilla Ice, and they all party all night together and even teach Todd how to ride a bike. And late in the evening they come home, where the grandmother seduces Donnie and he cannot resist. And in the morning his bride, Jamie, finds a dress that Todd soiled that very night with his vomit. And on his way to the dry cleaners, he decides to go to his mom's jail, and Donnie quickly starts to follow him to prevent him from meeting the TV show host waiting for him there, but he doesn't make it, and Todd finds out all about the $43,000 debt and why did he start talking to him again. Donnie packs up and overhears Jamie talking to some man named Steve and thinks she is cheating on Todd with his boss. He goes to tell his son about it that very evening, but it turns out that he is wrong and this is all just a wedding reporter. To apologize, he buys ice cream and goes to the hotel where she spends the night, because the newlyweds have to spend the last night before the wedding separately. Before entering the door, he hears female moans and thinks that she will cheat on his son. To make sure, he climbs the ledge and enters through the window into her room. There he sees a naked Jamie and her brother having sex together. To keep Donnie quiet and tell no one about it, she offers him a check for $50,000 and he accepts because he has to go through with it. The next day, he finds in an old box a kitchen glove that his son played with as a child, and he realizes that he cannot hide it. He and his friend Vanilla Ice come to the wedding and tell everything publicly. Todd listens to all this and cancels the marriage and quits his job because his fiancée slept with his boss as well. Before leaving, he calls Donnie Dad, and then we are shown footage in a strip club where everyone says goodbye to Donnie, because he never found the money, and he does not want to take it from his son. But he finds out that the fat man, on whom he bet $20, runs first at the finish line, and Donnie wins $160,000, and now he has something to cover his debt to the tax. And that's where the movie ends. That's the whole retelling of the movie, That's My Boy, the story of how a school teacher seduced her student and then became pregnant from him. Don't forget to like this video and click on the subscribe button so as not to miss new videos.